now, yeah. I put my armor on, I'll show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable, I'm a Porsche, I'm with no brakes, I'm invincible. Yeah, I'll win every single game, I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play, I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today.
Was this our third time at this?
Unfortunately.
It's been a real issue trying to make one episode about one thing, which is a travel guitar. So we'll kind of skip through some of the stuff we've talked about before because it doesn't matter. The reason we're making this episode in this order, talking about this guitar specifically, is because of another channel that I came across, which I've told you about and we've talked about and we've looked at, which is Ashley Offset. So we'll tag Ashley Offset in this. She's a small channel that's probably a couple months ahead. It just so happens that she was going through kind of documenting her guitars, and I guess because of that, when I watch your videos, it circles back and shows me Ashley Offset's videos. So from there, I started looking at her stuff. And one of the things she had was an episode where she talked about her travel guitar, which was really just, I think it was a Strat. I've totally forgotten now, which back when I first watched or tried to make this specific episode, I remembered it, but I'll have to go back and watch it again. But anyways, she did a travel guitar, the one she takes on the road with her, and I was like, you know what we ought to do is look through your stuff and pull out your travel guitar. So we were on the road a lot, we were going a lot around different places, and from there I was like, you know, boy, it'd be nice if you had a guitar that didn't smack into the side of the truck when you took it out, or, you know, trying to move around inside the vehicle and that kind of thing. So from there, I started looking for different options, and you remember the first Traveler guitar we looked at? It was like that little
Right, yeah.
cut-off box thing. It looked basically like somebody took a guitar and then cut wood and then put wires from it. Those Traveler guitars are very, very basic. And then they went with the ones, like, we looked at one today, actually, the Telecaster version of it, which is basically as though you took a Telecaster and cut out the part that you needed to have the controls on.
It won't look like
For
a
the most part.
Stratocaster, honestly. And more than I think about it,
I think it was just because of the way it was,
Maybe.
the shape of it and everything.
Maybe.
Yeah, but it had the pickups and set up like a Telecaster. So they're cool guitars. They're from a company called Traveler Guitar. That's actually the name of the company. And you've got yours with you, which I'll let you kind of run through the things you like about it. And I'll pull the stats up, and then we'll get some close-up shots. And then we'll kind of move on from there. So I'll grab my glasses here and my iPad. If you want to go over the gig bag and the different things about it, well, I pulled the stats. Go ahead.
So this is both the gig bag and the guitar. Both are very small, not very big at all, which is one of the many perks about it. Is easily able to travel and go anywhere you want. The gig bag, talk about that first. It has a smaller pocket at the top, which I have a miniature amp that I slip into it every once in a while when I'm taking it on trips or something. And then you have the larger pocket, which is for cords or whatever. Both are good sized pockets, and you can put a lot of stuff in there. Inside of it is like this mesh foamy inside, and it easily holds the guitar, and it's very nice. It has two zippers that lets it close, and it has two carrying straps up at the top here that you can do with Velcro, so it keeps it from hurting your hands a lot. It's got the throw-over shoulder strap that has the kind of foamy mesh pad that you can put on your shoulder, and then it also has a carrying thing at the top, so you can easily just pick it up, throw it around wherever you want. Very slim, nice traveling case, not too complex. The actual guitar itself, one of the many noticeable things about it is it doesn't have a headstock, which is excellent for the car because you're not worrying about it bumping into anything with like one of these bigger guitars. You're just focusing on mainly the neck, and you're not worrying about the huge headstock at the top. Headstock is replaced by where the strings go in at the top, and also a I don't know what kind of texture, like kind of like leather strap, which can be removed because it's just attached with like a zip tie. but all the strings go in at the top there, and then they'll get strung down at the bottom, which I'll show you in a minute.
Truss rod adjustment.
Yeah, the truss rod, yeah.
Yep.
So all the strings go in, and then you have the fretboard, which is a full-size fretboard. I forget how long it is.
The scale of it?
Yeah, the scale of it.
Oh, it's a 25. It's 25-inch scale, but I was trying to remember if it's 25 and a quarter, 25. I'll pull those stats up for you and everything, but it's a full 25-inch scale.
Yeah, so very nice. It's got the pearl inlays.
Purloy, yeah.
Pearl inlays, and then it's got the, what kind of wood is it? I think black something.
Oh, it was black walnut, if I remember
Black
correctly.
walnut, yeah. Honestly, thought it was rosewood at first because how similar it felt. But besides that, it's a very nice playing fretboard. Everything plays nice. Back of the neck, very easily able to glider with your fingers and all that when you're sliding down the frets as fast as possible. Then when you get down to the bottom, you actually have where the headstock has been moved down to the bottom with all 6 tuning machines. Yes.
Yeah.
Can't think. And all of them down here, they all control all 6 strings. Just basically take the headstock and put it at the bottom. Right below that, you have the active humbucker.
Yep, it's a humbucker.
The active humbucker, which is ESP.
Yeah, ESP helped design it with, that's part of LTD,
which
who
is-
worked in conjunction with Traveler Guitar to make this specific model.
Which is noticeable about the LTD on the 12th fret up there. So you can see it's by LTD. They helped out with that.
Trying to see if I can get a better image of it there. Maybe if I just cut the light down for that part. Yeah, you can kind of see LTD written into it there.
Which is all the strings in the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have the active humbucker down here, and then you have the bridge, sort of.
That is the, yeah, and it's a, my brain just blanked totally. It's a Gibson design.
Yeah, it's a Gibson design, yeah.
I just can't think of what it's called all of a sudden. Yeah, you get a mind blank. It'll come up when I look at the stats again.
Yeah. And then it has this roller thing at the bottom, which sort of acts like another bridge, I guess, which is mildly inconvenience.
Tunematic.
Tunematic.
Tunematic. That's
There
what
you
it's called.
Which is a mild inconvenience sometimes, but I'll get to that in a second. Over here you have the volume control and tone.
I think we've decided it is not a tone
maybe.
control. Yeah, it is a push only in place of a tone control.
Right. So it's basically like you get a mini pedal on your guitar, which is nice when you're having a clean amp setting and you want a little bit of distortion with your guitar. You can easily click through all the different settings, which I'm sure we'll show. On the side, you have the aux in, you have the headphone jack, and then you also have the input jack for like regular amps. So the cool thing about this guitar is you can plug headphones into it. I have a set of headphones that I plug into it, but it sounds exactly like you would on an amp. Everything else works the same, which is great for the the push button, because you can go through all the different settings while you have your headphones in, and you still get that distortion effect without any pedals or anything. It's basically everything on the front.
So yeah, and what you were pointing out about the roller wedge deal down there. So the cool thing about the tuning keys, or the tuning machines are locking. So with them being locking, if you're getting in there close looking at them, all you do is you straighten them out on the other side. You turn them until they're straightened out with the holes down this way. Slide the string through, tighten this knob, and then move on. And just when you're ready to tune up. You can snip it off right away. There's no need to wrap, do all the little locking things and everything. It holds tune just fine. So all those little things that people tell you to do, with the whole purpose of locking tuners is simply to pull the string through, lock it, and be done with it. It's quick and easy, which is really helpful with this kind of guitar.
With this guitar specifically, so you don't have to wrap and everything.
Because you're trying to loop through. So when you're pulling your strings through, flip it around the other side for me. When you're pulling your strings through, you run them from the top, like she said. They come down this direction. You run your, for instance, your low E. You run it through over top of your tunematic bridge. And then you kind of go over this roller, flip it around. You come out the other side, and then once you come out the other side, you go up to the tuning machine, put the string through, tighten it off, snip it, move on to the next one. If you take all of these out at once, though, and this is something we always try to point out, there's this little notch here and this little notch here. That's so this whole piece can come out, and it's just a metal bar with all these little rollers on it. So if you take all the strings, cut them all loose, flip the guitar over, the roller falls out on the floor, and you have to chase them across the floor. Ask me how I know. So the best thing to do is do like one side at a time. So cut 3 strings, string those up, cut 3 strings, string those up. Other than that, there was really no issues. Once I'd figured that out, from there it was simple. AAA batteries, is that right?
Yes.
I want to say 2, or was it 3? Yeah, 2 AAA batteries go in here. That's to program, or to program. That's to
help power the
headphones.
Headphones, yeah.
Yep, that's for your headphone jack. And then
touch that one.
9 volt. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain. It just doesn't want to stay closed once you get it clipped in there. 9 volt battery, that is for the active humbucker. So overall, pretty awesome guitar. And this particular one, just to give you the rundown on the stats, this is the LTD EC-1 from Traveler Guitar, and you can find them at travelerguitar.com, or I think Sweetwater has them too. Sweetwater even has some special colors that popped up at times. But the LTD EC-1, now this one runs $749.99 as of the date that we're making this in 2023. So they used to be a little cheaper. They've gone up in price. Maybe they'll drop again. You can get, I think they do a military discount, which is how I got mine. For some people who've served veterans, you get the same thing. I want to say it knocked off $100. So you're looking at $650 with a military discount on this. So it's an expensive one, but it's got a lot of neat design features to it and everything. It runs really well. Specifications, I'll just run down through them. It's got the 1/4 inch jack and the 1/8 inch for a standard 1/4 inch jack, and then an 1/8 inch headphone out. So just your normal headphones. Like I said, 2 batteries are needed. You need 2 top and AAAs, and then 1 9 volt. The binding on this one, it does have binding. It's that 6-ply cream black over black. I'm gonna show the binding on the side there. So it's got a little bit, and this is like it's like a yellowish color is what I would think. And I think they call it cream.
Gold.
I see it as a gold. Let's see. Vintage black matte is this particular color, and it is like a matte color. You can see kind of a sheen to it whenever I got in close with the light. 22 jumbo frets. They are nice jumbo frets. You like them? Let's see, what else? It's important. Scale length is, you know what? I kept thinking it was a 25-inch scale, but the reason is because it's a 24.75. So that was one of the cool things too, is that it's closer to like a Gibson Les Paul. So 24.75 on this one. These came with EXL 110 strings on it. You run 942s. Weighs 5 pounds 4 ounces. And with the gig bag and everything, we're looking at 7 pounds 4 ounces. The gig bag
Light
is
guitar.
about 2 pounds. Yeah, overall, I mean, it's a cool guitar. It's a cool guitar. Even at 24, I mean, you're almost at a 25-inch scale. At 24.75, you're in that Gibson Les Paul kind of range, like I said, but it's a full-scale guitar when you hold it up. I also looked at the EG-1, which is a slightly smaller body. They're cool guitars, though. I've been really impressed with it. Yeah.
I love it.
It's a good guitar, and it's a travel guitar. So Ashley Offset, if you came across this video, there you go. There's a suggestion. Check out Traveler Guitars if you're doing a lot of traveling. It sounds like maybe you get out on the road every once in a while. So yeah, travelerguitar.com. Yeah, that one needs wiped down pretty good. But what we'll try to do also, we're gonna be doing a review, not tonight, but we'll do another night. We'll do a review of a couple of different direct to your iPhone, so you can be able to hook up your guitar, hook up your microphone, everything, go direct to your iPhone. So I think we're going to try to test that out. So if the video is you singing a song and playing this guitar, it worked, and we'll do a review on that soon. So look for that. Want to say bye to the people?
Bye.
Bye to the people.
She thinks she's an actress. Whoa. She's betting on for the things that she does in the mattress. Whoa. So she's gonna find stealing other people's toys on the playground will make you many friends. She should keep in mind, there is nothing I do better than revenge. Yeah. She lives her life like it's a party and she's on the list. She looks at me like I'm a trend and she's so over it. I think her ever-present frown's a little troubling, and she thinks I'm psycho cause I like to rhyme her name with things, but sophistication isn't what you wear or who you know, or pushing people down to get to where you wanna